Good afternoon, traders. Today is May 2nd and it's 11:47 a.m. I was done trading around 9 o'clock this morning. My results for the day is 802 on all my 20 accounts. I have 16 paid accounts and then 4 evaluation accounts still. And Apex Trader Funding has a limit of 20 paid accounts. So I'm on my way to getting those locked in. So the day was pretty interesting. We'll just jump into it right now. We had the market basically sell off aggressively this morning. I missed out on most of the short. I did catch a little bit of it, like more of a scalp. One thing that was confusing for me, there was a lot of sellers here at 7 o'clock when usually I start trading. But this was also the news. There's a lot of news events that happen around 7 o'clock. And initial reaction on that news was up. And I didn't want to take a short after seeing that. And then when it started breaking down quickly, I just didn't have conviction to short the lows of this price action because it already moved down and basically ended up missing a lot of this move down. I did, so here's the action. I did trade on ES and basically MES, sorry. So for example, so this is the move, the news right here, 7 o'clock hit, it spiked up a little bit, started selling off. And eventually what I did here was pretty interesting. So we had some sellers that stepped in here and ended up breaking lower, and that's actually where I took a short because I'm like, all of these sellers are going to be stuck in a position to be in basically stuck in a position long, and when the market's going down, so they're in a losing trade, so they're going to start covering and push this thing lower. So basically I took a short, but then again, for me, I'm not used to making these types of trades. So for me, shorting at these lows after already we had a crazy move down in the last hour, I just locked in for about 1875 per just one contract. I ended up re-shorting significantly lower at 1450, and it just went against me a little bit. I had to stop just above this price, and then ended up taking a small profit for almost about like $6 profit per account. And then like within seconds it just went a little bit lower and then just started drifting lower, but it was fine. And then eventually I re-shorted because I liked this rejection of these highs, and then locked in for another like $52-ish per account. So all profitable on ES. What sucked was I took a NASDAQ short and I got stopped out like at the highs near around that same time as I did this trade right here. So I got stopped out as I was making those highs right here. So took a couple of contracts, got stopped out for about like 14 points with 2 contracts. And then it like stopped me out at the peak, sold off. That's why my profits is a little bit less today. Should have been more. I feel like I'm not a huge fan of NASDAQ because it like does these like a little bit spiky moves. Even though it doesn't look that spiky here, I feel like it does that way more than ES does. To me, it is a little bit more clear. But that was basically to explain some of that action here. We had the ES dropping, and then every time there was buyers after it got rejected, those are pretty good opportunities to enter this, to chase this short down with a stop basically above as it's breaking. So put it above this area, and it worked out pretty nicely. Like basically the whole day, we had a little bit of buyers here, took them out. We had some buyers here, took them out. We had some buyers here, took them out, and so on. So I think that's what some of my logic here was. So this is where I was shorting right here. So we had this little push higher, and as it was starting to break out of this area right here, I just shorted this move down with some aggressive buyers. I didn't expect. Why I took profit is because, for example, I took profit at 1375-ish, because for me it was a little bit interesting as it's breaking out. There is some volume that it's breaking out of, and it's pulling back into this cluster of volume. So I was kind of expecting, especially the market was, I think it was down like 1.7-ish% by this point, and I mean it could have went to like 2.5%, 3%, whatever. Nobody knows, but it's hard to say on a day like today when there is no news how much lower, like no significant news. There's news but no significant news to drop this more than 2%, for example. So I just decided to just lock it in, which was a good decision because this market, ended up. So this is where I took the profit right here into this value area, and then this market just started drifting higher significantly. We did just see a small rejection here. And right now it's actually going up. To me, this actually looks like a potential short opportunity here, actually. Maybe I'll do, this is should be a recap trade of my day, but I might actually do a live trade here if I see something that I like. Because if you're looking at this move down, we had some rejection off the highs here, pulled back. Now it's going up with some negative sellers here. So like, for example, this could have been a nice entry here with a stop just above this. But I want to see a little bit of rejection off of these highs because right now it's still momentum is up. I want to see maybe it break some of these lows here. Let me look at 1 minute bar. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit lower. So for example, some of these lows right here would be nice for it to break before trending down. But I think that's the price is going to be kind of ugly at that point because it is right now. Looks like it's at the VWAP right now. Tested it once, testing it again right now. So it's hard to say, but I'll keep an eye on it right now. We'll see. I'll just go over NASDAQ real quick. So we had the market, similar thing. We had the push down. It did find a little bit of support kind of in this initial balance extension line. It obviously broke it, but it kind of found support here for the day. Just it was like toiling around here, both on NASDAQ and ES. ES basically tested it, rejected a little bit, retested it, pushed it through a little bit, went up, tried to test it again, and then it just shot right back up. So pretty interesting price action, very crazy day. Should have been up a little bit more if I ended up taking that short that I wanted from these highs on ES, but didn't like the news as it was happening as far as what the price action was doing. So ended up just missing out on a lot of that short, but happy to actually still take a profit there. I believe that's kind of what I wanted to cover in this video. To also mention, I actually did most of all my trading today. It was live too. So if you want to check out exactly kind of my thought process, I have a video posted there unedited in the live section. This is just more of a recap for somebody that doesn't want to watch over an hour of footage. But I was trading live today, and those results are most of those results are from live trading. And I guess that kind of summarizes what I wanted to talk about. If you like this type of content, I would encourage you to subscribe. I'm pretty new to YouTube, but I've been profitable for a number of years now. And I try to create educational videos and trading videos like this daily. And hopefully you'll learn something from me if you subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. And again, to call out, I'm probably not going to take this trade. It is almost 12 o'clock. And it looks like it's just kind of pushing up. It's almost like not enough conviction for me to go short. For example, if this went lower, this push went lower here, kind of broke this structure here, and then pulled back to these areas, maybe I would be tempted to short, but this looks more of a bullish pullback and then continuation. So nothing too crazy, but I'll likely see you guys tomorrow. Join me live trading tomorrow. Thanks for watching.